So here we are with Mark Allen and John Rombotis, and we've got a little 3-minute question session with Mark. And the first one is, if you were the mentor of a salesperson at the Buxton Bentleigh office that was enduring a performance and confidence slump, what advice might you give them?
Look, coming from a golf background, I played golf around the world for 14 years. There's a very famous man in the world of golf who's won the Grand Slam, a career Grand Slam. His name was Gary Player. Gary Player is very famous for saying this: the harder I worked, the luckier I got. And that means looking at everything, every aspect of selling houses, going through every spoke in the wheel. Whatever you do good, go back and polish it up. What you're not doing so well, let's have a look at that, maybe ask some questions, get some help. You know, not losing for 1 second the fact that you got to keep on smiling and get through it. You got to be that little duck on a pond. You know, big smile up the top, working like hell underneath. But I'm a big believer, the harder you work, the luckier you will get.
Might have put some thought into that one. And I reckon the one you probably like the most as a listener is, if you had your time again and went back to a young Mark Allen about on the verge of launching your golf career, what would be one thing you'd do different?
I'd listen to people who had been through it. I would listen to them much more. I mean, as a young fella, I thought I knew everything. I look back, I had some unbelievable mentors. I had Ian Baker Finch wanting to give me putting lessons. I didn't listen to him at the start. He was the greatest putter who ever lived, by the way, and I wasn't listening to him because I thought I knew more. I would love to go back and tell that kid at 21 years old when he started turning pro. Ian Baker Finch was telling me to use my shoulders, and I used my hands for a long time. I was a good putter with my hands, but as I got older, I wish I was putting with my shoulders. I ended up doing that. So if I had my time again, those with experience and those with know-how, those who have been through highs and lows, I'd probably listen to them more than I did.
Exactly the same as our sales environment. And what advice would you give to a young John Rombotis when he was towed up by Jeff Farmer in the air? Just couldn't beat him. Never beat him one-on-one. He was twice his height. What might you say to John?
Mate, he was a star, John Rombotis. Let's not get. But yeah, I don't know what advice I'd give you, John. I think you've probably found your own way.
A lot of injuries back in my time, Craig. We both had shoulder injury in 2000. But
the whiz was unbelievable.
Wasn't it?
The whiz was a freak.
One of the best Aboriginal players, Indigenous players to play the game. But I would want to ask a question too. Your family, what does it mean to you, your family?
Well, it's been great actually living indoors with them through COVID. It's been magnificent to see the kids working away at school and to see what they go through. You know, the ups and downs. You forget when someone gets told at work, at school, that, hey, listen, sharpen up here, and you see the hurt, and you see all that sort of stuff, and you know, it's nice to be at home, and it's nice to talk to them. And last night, my daughter cooked a meal for us. She had to do that. She goes to Star of the Sea, and one part of what she had to do was cook a meal. The other thing she had to do is we all had to talk to each other. That was magnificent. To sit around the house, you know, tell my daughter what a lovely meal it was. There was Olivia. It was a beautiful meal. But to talk to everybody, it was sensational. I don't think we do it enough.
All feeling the same that way, I think. All right, that's great, Mark. Thanks for your time.
Good luck at Buxton, guys. I can tell you this, the Reserve Bank has just announced they're leaving their interest rates on hold. How good?
No surprise. Good stuff.